Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Goff. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
A little juke. Down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
On 4th down, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Vikings 11. Jack Cox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. That'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We'll got to give them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they should wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
On first down, it's gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Hold it ready. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken right around the 44. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Goff on 1st down. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Goff's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 30, and the Lions 1st down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Cook on the 1st down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
From the red zone now, Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Center's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is,
he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
at this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Alec Ingold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Vikings 15. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, those 2 have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one.
Play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's gone. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Cook running right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, check ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, it's gone. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Lions start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Jack Fox to kick off for
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is gone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Swift on the counter.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. Vikings are
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, They would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the top.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the plank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance.